Also heard a lot of reactions that have come in. We'll also, in fact, try to put together the entire sequence, considering this is a story, remember, that's actually building up by the moment with the number of CCTV footages that you continue to see on your screens. And let's say good evening to two of our guests joining us right now on the show. Dr. Dinesh Rao is a forensic expert, and Bhushan Saab, who's a former ACP of the Delhi Police, both with us. I want to go to Dr. Dinesh Rao first. Dr. Rao, when you look at the entire sequence of events, we are being told that this possibly was a hit-and-run case, is what the Delhi Police has said from day one. They actually, put in a lot of bailable sections, something that you can get a bail on right from the police station itself. But looking at the forensic evidence on the case so far, now this is the body of the victim that after the hit and run, allegedly, the body gets entangled in the axle of the car, the Baleno here, and it drives through about 10 to 14 kilometers, sir. And then when the body is recovered, there are no clothes on the body. Right now, there is no sexual assault that has been proven by the post-mortem report. But I want to understand, what does this case look like to you on the first case?
See, definitely. See, one thing by the body was entangled. So most important thing is which part of the body which was stuck, that need to be correlated with the tissue bits present under the vehicle, and also the type of injury on the body. See, more importantly, the primary impact and secondary impact are the two important injuries which we usually see in road traffic accidents. But this year we see the tertiary component where the body has been dragged, and the tissues will be the friction injuries which are deep in nature, till bone deep friction. That is because he has been dragged for nearly 13 kilometers. And the absence of clothes completely on the body, it is something which is suspicious, because the bits of clothes will always be stuck. The whole clothes may not be, because only the part of the body or the clothes which are in touch with the grounds are the one which may be likely to be lost, not the entire clothes, because the entire body was not in friction with the road. That is number one. And another more important thing is, what is the actual cause of death? What are the post-mortem injuries? See, all those frictional injuries should be post-mortem in nature, because once she's been dead, then only she can be stuck and she can be dragged for such a long distance. So what made her to die? What are the fatal injuries? And what are the post-mortem injuries? Are the post-mortem injuries inconsistent with the 13-kilometer length which has been dragged? And if that particular thing which has been consistent and corroborated, definitely the crime reconstructions can be done. Apart from this, the timeline of events in this case is very important, where the girl was before and what time she got into the car, and any witnesses have seen the CCTV technical evidences. Even her mobile locations can prove her place where she exactly has moved around. So are these statements given by the so-called the occupants of the vehicle are consistent with the type or the pattern of injury on the body or the location of the so-called victim? So all these things have to be studied in entirety, and then only the conclusion of the that it was an accident or something else can be drawn. So just because the postmortem injuries, some injuries have been located, it doesn't mean that the mere observation of injuries can help to draw the conclusions. But one thing is very, very important is the frictional injuries should be postmortem in nature, and that should be very deep, should be consistent with the 13-kilometer drag.
Now, sir, what you're actually telling us is extremely important, Dr. Rao. But the only thing right now is that there is limited bit of information. The police is not even telling us the entire sequence of events. This is the reason why, Bhushan Saab, there are a lot of questions today being raised on the Delhi police. Now, were they in a hurry to actually hush up the entire case? Has there been a purportedly go slow in the entire case? Because why is it only today? Why is it only today that you have n number of these CCTV footages that are coming out? Why did the police not launch this investigation earlier? Why did they not try to find out if there was an eyewitness? Why did they want to say that this was just a hit-and-run case? These are questions that are, being asked of the Delhi police, sir, today.
See, the law gives 60 days time to investigate this case. All the evidences to be connected. As my expert opinion is, he was saying, Professor Dinesh Rao very rightly, because there are lot of investigation yet to be done. Mechanical inspection report is the most important report in the fatal accident or roadside accident cases. It will reveal that in which part of the two-wheeler and this car, Baleno car, was met with an accident, and how that girl came
But
in
then, you know, apologies, Mr. Bhushan, that I'm interrupting you here, sir. But I today want to know, why was the police then in a hurry to call this a hit-and-run case? They should have actually said that, listen, this is a case that still needs to be investigated. Why did they pass a judgment on the case already? Because look at how the case and their own theory has crumbled. Why is the Delhi police today running away from questions?
Yes, I will clarify. Across India, if you remember Salman Khan case, wherein 5 persons were killed by Salman Khan when he was intoxicated, and the other BMW case. In all cases, police has to make some line to investigate. Section can be added, removed, or deleted. Everything can be done. But initially, there was no wrong in it. If I will be there, I will be the same all across the India. It was initially, it was supposed it was a fatal accident, roadside accident, and rightly the sections were mentioned in the case. But later on, when they see the all the evidences available, then they added the section 304, culpable homicide not amounting to murder. So there is nothing unusual on that. It can be a debatable topic, no doubt. Just till yesterday, everybody was crying that it was a rape, molestation, all that. But now the post-mortem report is available and in your hand, and it says nothing happened like so, just like molestation or rape at all. The more important thing, there are blood samples are yet to be examined. Everything, the how much they were drunk, how much the quantity, quantum, everything will be come on the light, but it will take time. It will go slowly. It will go to 60 days investigation. That's why we had to wait. We not jump on the conclusion. Even not police, not we also. We must wait at least. We will trust our courts. We must trust our police and investigating agencies. This case is being monitored by the Home Minister himself. Today, Commissioner went to meet Home Minister to apprise him all the facts. Moreover, one senior IPS officer, Shalini Singh, is heading the investigation of, and she's examining all points where the police mistake, glaring mistake, where it was, and what to do in the investigation for better results, for secure conviction of this case. Let us wait. Everything will be clear within few days.
But you know, Bhushan Saab, time and again, sir, because you have been in the Delhi police, we all know what happened post the Nirbhaya case. If Nirbhaya was not a wake-up call, I don't know what is a wake-up call for all of us. And if this is the condition of the Delhi police in the national capital, I mean, we should shudder to think what actually happens in other states. And there will be those uncomfortable questions that will be raised on the Delhi police. But I'm requesting both Dr. Dinesh Rao and Ved Bhushan Saab to continue to stay with us, because we have a lot more to talk. A lot of our viewers, remember, are also irked and they want to know Will Head's role in the Delhi police. But what we'll do now is that we'll play this ground report that has been filed by our colleague Harsha. Now, what really happened in this case with the victim on the intervening nights of the 31st and 1st, where you have heavy patrolling on the roads of Delhi. An estimate says more than 18,000 Delhi police personnel were on the streets. In spite of this, this happens. So Harsha decided to get you this reality check. What happens if you're a single woman, you want to travel at the dead of the night, you're going back from work? Are you safe? Let's find out what Harsha saw, and the details will terrify you.